Hi, Biffs.
Hey, Beth.
Dear Abby.
Dear Kiki.
Captain.
Red flag. Desperate housewife.
Pinot Grigio.
Doesn't want to marry
Loser
you.
power.
Love you like I
Or
love
more
you.
wine.
Just gonna say that.
So tired.
Don't talk to yourself.
Cheers, Biff. Cheers.
Ill-advised.
Ill-advised. This is ill-advised. Hey, Biffs.
Hello.
Welcome.
Welcome to Ill-advised.
The podcast where two best friends
Podcast. You're the podcast.
You threw me off.
I threw myself off.
The podcast where two lifelong best friends tell you what to do even though someone already has.
And you're not mom.
Or your therapist. Maybe your therapist should have said something.
Yeah, you need a new therapist.
You need a new one. I like mine. I'll keep mine.
I haven't seen mine in a little while, but I like her as well.
Yeah. Fred's great. Again, he's still not taking new patients.
Tell him he needs to pencil me in.
I verified last week. We're doing fine.
Oh, well, that's great.
Yes. He's fantastic. It was very convenient, the timing that I had with him, so.
Oh, good.
Yes, for sure.
On that note, how you doing?
I'm alive. I'll go that route.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Fair, I think.
Oh, like Snow White or like...
I'm way tanner than that bitch.
Naturally, actually.
Thank you.
Yes.
Because I do want to go fake and bake.
Yes, go fake and bake. Oh my God. We're bringing absolutely no, like, conversational value to this right now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty fitting about where we're at.
Yeah, mentally.
Yeah,
We're doing
I'm
great.
fucking pooped.
Guys, welcome to Ill-Advised.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
We're an episode ahead. So I guess this won't come out for 2 weeks-ish.
Sure.
Whatever.
Sure.
We're just trying to get ahead of the game, guys. I called my sister-in-law out for not listening. Erica Brown.
Her asshole.
For not listening. She's like, oh, I got an alert that you guys said on a new episode. I was like, yeah, we talked about you. We bring you up. We know you're not listening.
No shit.
And she's like, huh, what do you mean? I was like, nothing. We just know you're not listening. Don't worry about it. You'll know. We'll know. Right. I was like, we'll know when you're listening.
We'll know when you listen.
And she's like, oh, what the fuck? So she like literally started scrubbing through the episodes on the couch.
Try to find a way.
I hear our intro coming from the living room and I pop my head in there. And as soon as it ends, I'm like, still got it.
That's hysterical.
But she's scrubbing through. She's like, is it this one? Is it boudoir? Is it elbow deep? Is that what I think it's about? I was like, yes.
Your asshole.
Your asshole. No.
Did she end up finding it?
I don't think so. She hasn't brought it up.
What
I don't know. We really didn't talk much about her. We just kept saying Browntown.
And I felt the need to specify that Erica Brownhole meant her asshole.
That's right.
I don't know why I felt that need, but I think
really it was episode 3, maybe 2 or 3, but still, she was totally
really strong.
So hopefully she'll listen. But we've come to terms that our close friends and family will not be making any comments.
I know, even though
although my sister did listen.
Yeah, her and Kelly seem to.
Yeah. They seem to be our audience.
Yeah.
All of it.
We love you, our 2 listeners.
Thank you so much.
Click the share and follow button.
On the next week's episode, we'll debate strap-ons.
Can we?
Should we?
Not next week's episode, but we definitely should have them come
episode
debate.
69, remember?
Because I remember having... oh, no. Now I remember.
Jen said, we'll come on episode 69.
Because I'm pretty sure I had a drunken conversation with either Jenny or Kelly about the whole strap-on thing.
Yeah, it was Jenny. I was totally involved. Because we were like, do you guys have them? And Jen's like, obviously.
Yeah, and then that instantly piqued my fucking... I need to know every detail, every question. I'm going to ask you her whole life story having to do with strap-on.
Right. How long is it?
Right.
No. I just... realize I'm talking about my sister.
Show us your boobs, Jenny.
Show us your strap on, Jen.
Oh, that too.
Way better than seeing her boobs. I feel like
I disagree.
I don't know.
I'd rather see her boobs.
You're right.
You'd rather see her boobs?
No. I can't.
I know, that's why I called it out.
I'm going to just keep going in circles. So we're drinking wine again.
Oh, right.
We've opted to go bottle this week.
Oh, instead of the box.
Instead of the box. We got yelled at for the box.
Juice box.
I got us another wine from the Bordeaux region.
Boudoir,
yeah. It says Bordeaux Superior.
Oh, oui, oui.
I guess that means Superior Bordeaux.
Are you sure?
That's my educated guess.
Should we Google that?
No.
Okay. Well, then we'll just go with it.
Yep.
Sorry if we're wrong.
It's a 2016 vintage. We're growing.
Ooh,
we're doing way better.
Not a 2020?
Not a 2020. Yeah.
Holy sugar.
It's Chateau Tour d'Oran. And if I'm saying that wrong, just tell me.
Google it.
Google it. Mise en bouteille au chateau. Something about a bottle in the house. Maybe it's bottled in-house.
There's a bottle in my house, too. We're drinking it right now.
That's right. It's a good one. And that's really all that's in there. Grand Vin de Bordeaux. The best wine of Bordeaux.
Google it.
Contains sulfites.
Oh.
And it's 13.5% alcohol for those of you who are looking to get fucked up because life.
Because life.
Yes. So cheers to that. Let's take a sip of this, even though we already have.
Cheers to that.
So we can get olive out of your teeth.
Yeah, but I didn't taste it because I had garlic olive.
Yeah. Acidic as fuck.
Whew.
My tongue shriveling. I actually like it, though.
Yeah, the flavor's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. For you, it's more of a salad dressing. Is that what it is? Like vinegar?
Now that you mention.
I like acidic, though. I like dry acidic wines.
I'll drink it. It's.
Damn right you will.
Well, yeah, but I meant like.
It was $14.99. Oh, it's a 2016. Those shits are expensive.
2016. I thought it was 2017.
So, yeah. And it's imported in Taunton by Classic Wine Imports.
Taunton?
Massachusetts.
I was going to say, like, as in the Massachusetts?
Yes.
Not
they
like
bring it in.
Taunton, France?
That's Tonton. Oui, oui, Tonton. Oh, Jesus.
That's awesome.
So, as always, before we kick it off, you can send us your questions. Please send us your damn questions, your critiques, or anything in between.
And your wines.
And your wines. You've been illadvisedthetpodcast@gmail.com. Or you can send us a message on Facebook, but we're also now on Instagram.
Told you we're moving up.
We're moving up. We've only posted one thing because we're that fucking wonderful.
I'm not an Instagrammer.
You're not. I mean, you do, but you don't.
But I like.
It's like an occasional thing.
Yeah.
It's a circumstance.
I'm the Facebooker.
You are.
You're the Instagrammer.
Yeah.
Although you're.
Do you hear
that? Is that a car?
A plane? A low-flying plane? It's going away. Welcome back.
What is that?
I don't know.
It is a plane.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, the airport's right there. I forgot.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I almost said the name of the town. That would have been a dead giveaway. Yes, so you can find us on Instagram. Stephanie's a Facebooker.
Yes. Find me on Facebook. Find Biff on Instagram.
That's right. At illadvisedthepodcast. There's only one post on there, but I'm sure there's more coming. I promise.
There definitely is.
There definitely is.
Pictures of Greta's.
Pictures of my mother, so you guys can put a face to the story.
Yeah. There was something else that we said we needed to post it on Instagram.
A lot of shit. Something.
We'll figure it out.
It was something that you had a picture of, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we should start posting our wine photos in there, too. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys tell us. Who cares? Send us all your recommendations.
Yeah.
And what are we on Facebook? Ill Advised Podcast?
Ill-advised the podcast. Yeah.
The podcast.
The
Okay.
podcast.
So I don't know.
And
Just find
Instagram
us.
is just podcast.
It's just
Ill-advised podcast.
Yeah,
And
because
then
I didn't
Facebook is
think to
ill-advised
make them
the podcast.
fucking match.
Yeah, because why would we?
Yeah. And soon, ill-advised the website, but not illadvised.com because some other motherfucker took that before we did.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, fucking mother.
Write us.
Yeah.
At me.
That face.
Because I was serious.
You just went hood. Oh, here it is.
At me.
At
us.
Our weekly table fisting.
Table fisting.
That's
fisting.
Oh my God.
Was that last week's?
That was 2 weeks ago. Well, it was last week, but 2 episodes ago.
Popped your fisting cherry.
That's right. New episodes Wednesdays. Oh my God. So, how about we...
yeah, speaking of episodes, let's get into ours.
Let's do this one, right? Okay, so this week I have the Chicago Tribune. I don't know if this is where it originated. I feel like I should, because I see Ask Amy and Dear Abby on these too. But this is Dear Miss Manners from some date. I'm sorry, February 25th, 2014 at 2 p.m. Note the time, please.
2 p.m.
2 p.m. Thank you.
Okay.
And the title of this one is, and I'm sorry, I do have to say that if after 8 years you still haven't taken any advice or done anything about your issues, please seek help. You are important.
You is important.
You was smart.
You was kind.
You was impotent.
No, mine keeps wiggling also.
But what is it?
It's our microphones.
Our
wiggling.
boom mics need to be hitting something.
It's probably our cords.
The cord. Because mine's wrapped around and yours isn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Now that that's fixed. Excuse her.
Sorry, I didn't know we were back on the record.
We're back on the record. Objection, Your Honor.
He was an impotent.
That's fucking great. He wasn't impotent.
Okay.
Oh, I got a cramp on my back. That was a good laugh. I needed that, Beth. Thank you. It's been a very hard week.
That's what I'm here for.
Okay, so back to Miss Manners.
Miss Manners.
As we disregard Miss Manners because we're fucking
That
assholes.
makes me hungry. Miss Manners, manner maid.
Oh, yum. Wrong manner.
I know.
Still.
But that's all I'm thinking of when you say Miss Manners.
So did I say what the name of the episode was? No. I'm sorry, not the episode,
I was
but the
gonna say,
name
we
of
didn't
the
name it yet.
the name of the article.
You was impotent.
That's a good one too. Coffee shop chatter has customer boiling over. And then there's a picture here of Terra Rosa Coffee. Customers chat and drink coffee at the Terra Rosa Coffee Shop in Seoul, South Korea.
I'm sorry, who read the title again?
It is Coffee Shop Chatter has customer boiling over.
Okay.
Yes. But honestly, everything that has to do with a coffee shop should be calm, serene, and ever so enlightening.
Have you ever been to Fitchburg?
Not for coffee, I can't say.
Well, there's reasons, I'm sure. You used to work across.
That's true. You just accrossed me, didn't you?
I did.
Ew, wow.
Across.
Yuck. It's not a typical for you.
I was going to say, I don't say across.
You don't say across. Okay.
No.
Let's get into this one, shall we?
Excuse me, yes.
Okay. Dear Miss Manners, 3 or 4 afternoons a week, I drop into a popular local coffee shop for an hour to have a cup of their great coffee, to relax, and to read my business journals. I almost always have a good experience. But a few times a month, someone sits near me to chat with a friend. The conversation is boastful and loud enough for most of the customers in the shop to hear plainly. Usually, it's about how important their job is, including details of a project they are working on. Impotent. how important their job is, including details of a project that they are working on, what overseas vacation they took, what influential people they know, etc. It drags on and on. It's impossible for me to focus on my reading. No way I can filter him or her out. So I often pack up and leave, moaning to myself that my sojourn, I always pronounce this word wrong.
Sovereign?
My sojourn, Sojourn.
Sovereign.
No, not that one.
They're two different?
Yes. One
Are
has a
you
V
sure?
and one has a J.
Okay.
Has been ruined by their self-absorbed show-off. Is there anything else I can do other than just leave? Perhaps you know of a way I can address the situation or this person and the situation and this person and rescue my and others' relaxation or conversation time?
Yeah, motherfucking headphones.
Huh. I don't know. I don't think that if they can't zone a conversation out that's happening next to them, they're going to be able to zone out whatever they're listening to in their headphones.
Noise canceling headphones.
So just.
Yep, put some weird cooking sounds on.
Some ASMR.
BDSM. Whatever. ASMR.
The last episode you kept calling them ASMRIs, and I was like, oh, MRIs. That's why she's thinking that.
MRIs, ASMRIs.
Yeah.
BDSMRARIs.
Yes.
Anyways, get some really great headphones.
Also, I'm sorry. Just because I took a sip of this wine and I tasted the onion rings that we shoved in our face before we started. But we should have gotten Chinese food. Now I'm craving Chinese food. And I wrote wonton on your board.
That's why you're craving it.
I guess that's it. Okay, sorry. Let's go back to the real. Oh, shit. Guys, we gotta go. I'm sorry. This episode's short. We're done.
Get some headphones. Okay, goodbye.
Bye. You've been ill-advised. I think that this is just so, compared to the other ones, I think if it matters to you, it matters.
I know, but she
this
feels
is
like
such a little petty. Yeah.
Like, you're not entitled to fucking make everyone just be quiet because you can't, you know what I mean? Like, go to a library.
Go to a library. No, you can't get a coffee there.
Get a coffee and go to the fucking library.
Well, some libraries say don't bring drinks in.
Find a...
Go to a library within 50 miles of you that may or may not allow a beverage.
I feel like Barnes & Noble's is quiet. And you can get a coffee.
Well, we don't know where they are if there's a Barnes & Noble there. I just have to be realistic.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
No, you're right.
I'm being so technical, but...
I know, you're always so technical.
That's my job.
Yes.
You're practical, I'm technical, and together we are Captain America.
I like that one way better than what I was thinking.
What were you thinking?
Practical.
Shut up.
Okay, well, this is like valid case in point. You're technical. I'm practical. That equals practical.
Oh, fuck. What? Oh, it's me. I'm laughing with my knees underneath. I'm shaking everything.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. If you can hear our cords rumbling, then don't let me laugh. It's your fault.
It's Biff's fault.
It's their fault. They want entertainment. I'm going to be entertained.
Biff's fault.
Oh, the Biffs.
I didn't say that. You said that.
Ha! Whatever.
Last week it was you laughing out your wine. This week it's me.
It's you. Excellent.
I just had 12-minute.
That's true.
Coughing, death, choking wine.
Death, cough, wine chokes. Captain America.
I can go.
No, this one is just a little too petty for me. Like, get up and move somewhere else. Or just say, I'm sorry, if you were there first. Like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read this or I'm trying to do this. Like, do you mind if, I'd like to do this in quiet? Like, it's
okay, so...
It's like the same people every time, seriously.
Well, that was first my question was, this was once a week? And it's like the same couple once a week? Or...
Yeah. Oh, no, 3 or 4. I don't know where I keep reading to. 3 or 4 afternoons a week.
Okay, and it's the same.
And lately it's been these two people, he and she, as she's
Nobody
described them.
says that a fucking coffee shop is like quiet and
Right.
needs to be quiet and
Right.
like this isn't a library. That's
This
why
is
I
like
said like a library is kind of expected to be fucking quiet
while you're reading.
Right.
It's not a
It's
quote
a
unquote
fucking coffee shop.
like a quote unquote read the room. You know, like
Yeah.
it's not.
If I'm going to grab a coffee, I'm not going to be concerned about, oh my God, I bet somebody's in the corner trying to study right now.
What I would actually suggest is find a more isolated area in the coffee shop if that's what matters to you.
I mean, maybe it's so little
other
that
than
there really
putting a
isn't
sign
one.
up that says like unfriendly, you know, or
Entitled.
I just left work. I don't want to keep talking about work.
Like, just is this strange. It feels super like entitled. How do I make these people be quiet because I want a coffee shop to be quiet?
You're in a public space.
Right.
And that's
not
the end
a
of
library.
There's no need to ask for advice.
Or a fucking even a Barnes and Noble's type of place is more
right. Oh no,
quiet.
they'd get pissed off because people in line to get the Starbucks, not Starbucks, at the Barnes and Noble coffee shop
have to speak out loud to order.
Right.
As you do in a coffee
and they say thank
shop.
you. They say thank you.
Okay, but if I'm in a coffee shop, I'm ordering a coffee.
And they stand in line
thank you.
and they order the cheesecake that says Cheesecake Factory from a not Starbucks Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
They're not paying us for this.
Yeah. I don't fucking like Starbucks anyway, so
you don't.
Fuck y'all.
I love Starbucks.
Haters. You're a hater too.
I'm a hater too. I'm just going to go with the response on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. This is good. Okay. Gentle reader. Well, that is the annoying thing about public accommodations. They accommodate the public.
And here's your sign.
But even a private club would have a hard time enforcing a no bragging rule. Rebuking other customers for chatting in a cafe is a ridiculous notion, and considering your interest in the content of their talk, in the content of their talk, sorry.
Sovereign, sojourn.
Impotent. In the content of their talk, Miss Manners does not trust you to ask them politely to speak more softly. But you asked for alternative ways of handling this. As you say that most, not all, of the customers could hear such a conversation, you could move to an area it does not reach. Mm-hmm. What I said, right? You could learn to make good coffee at home, where you can presumably set the noise level.
I wish we would have thought of that one.
That's
Go home, bitch.
I guess I just assumed she had children. He had children.
Kept thinking of a library. Because shh.
You could ask the management of the coffee shop if they would consider establishing a quiet zone.
Oh, please do that one.
I think that one was facetious.
Yeah, I know.
You could wear earplugs or headphones. You could try to find a library that serves good coffee.
Okay, she's our spirit animal.
Whichever you manage, Miss Manners hopes that you will learn the limits of correcting other people's forms of relaxation. Nicely done, Miss Manners.
Yep.
I hope in 2014, gentle reader, that you
got off your fucking high horse.
I just hope you didn't fucking wait for a response. Honestly, like, there are other things in the world to write to Miss Manners about.
She so waited for a response.
She did.
Like, every day and got mad, like, why hasn't she answered me
every
yet?
20 minutes?
Yeah. Refresh while she's listening to the conversations at the coffee shop. Well, what do I say?
It's true.
Do I say something or don't I? She hasn't answered me yet.
No. Let her answer you. Let her come to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Goodbye, Karen. Goodbye.
This actually has a few short ones following it, so I'm kind of excited to do these.
Oh, good.
This next one starts right here.
Text?
No, did you?
No, that was on an iPhone text.
Oh, I'm on silent. Did we hear your neighbors? Did they have it on their fucking Bluetooth, whatever?
That's
speaker?
Hilarious because it was really loud.
Because they boom everything. I didn't even pay attention. I heard it, but I didn't consider that you would hit the table again.
That was not intentional. Okay, next.
This one is, excuse me, I had to burp. It does not have a title because it's from the same thread from 2014. Dear Miss Manners, our small township has a cemetery. Congratulations. I'm glad to know that people
Do you also have a coffee shop?
After you're buried, can you take a trip there for some quiet time?
As long as the other spirits don't disrupt your peace.
Imagine a loud Casper. Run, bitch. This year, township officials.
That Karen gets haunted in her afterlife.
I hope it's from this cemetery, from this township.
With a loud Casper.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Our small township has a cemetery. This year, township officials are planning a scavenger hunt in the cemetery during a festival type event. Sojourn. Sojourn. That's the right way to say it.
I still don't know what that word is. I'll Google it.
Okay, thank you. This year, township officials are planning a scavenger hunt in the cemetery during a festival type event the town is having. In my mind, a cemetery is a place for respect and quiet for the dead and grieving, not for fun and games where people run around on top of graves. I'm sorry.
This is such a Karen thread.
We have a younger generation of township officials overseeing this. The older ones never did such things. Am I wrong and rude to object?
I'm going to need you to wait, don't answer yet.
Yes, okay.
Because I'm sorry, my ADD brain today is just struggling. What is going on in the cemetery specifically again?
A scavenger hunt. It's in quotes.
Okay. That's all. That's
okay.
Like detailed.
So, yeah.
It's just a
the scavenger
quote-unquote
hunt in the cemetery during a festival type event the town is having. So if you've ever watched, what's a show that has like center of town events every other week?
I watched Bad Girls Club. I don't know what.
There was like CW TV shows, Vampire Diaries. That's a good one. They always had a festival going on.
Ah, okay, yeah.
The more to bring a population to suck blood from.
Right.
So, if you live in one of those fictional towns, this is a question for you to pay attention to.
A will answer you.
And B?
No, A.
Oh, A.
A will answer you.
Right.
A.
Oh my God, that was a Pretty Little Liars reference, and I can't believe I missed it.
You're the one who fucking said it.
I'm so upset.
And B. Beth.
And B, it's time for bed.
I'm with you.
It's also 5:39 p.m. accurately. Am I wrong or rude to object? I don't think you're wrong. You are entitled to your opinions.
Yeah, just like people shouldn't talk in a fucking cafe.
Or in a movie theater.
Well, people really... It's more frowned upon to talk in a movie theater than it is in a cafe.
You're right. Rude? I wouldn't say rude. I say like...
I guess I just would really want to know the details about the quote-unquote scavenger hunt.
I actually want to know details about the cemetery.
Well, if it's like a balls-to-the-wall, free-for-all, like, find a fucking...
Sorry. You'd
speckled rock.
And thought it was great.
Like, yeah, if people are just running rampant throughout a cemetery, it's like not the best thing to do. I would be offended if personally I had somebody
if you were grieving
buried there. In general, even if it was like 20 years ago, my grandma's at this cemetery. Like,
right.
You're not going to be running around, you
like
know?
I'm trying to have a moment or whatever it may be.
No, just in general, this is where my grandmother's.
Oh, so you're not even there.
Yeah, like.
Oh, that's interesting. Because I wouldn't be bothered by that. I don't think. I mean, if I put myself in that situation, like if I was there in real time, then maybe I'd think something else. But thinking about it, I don't think I'd be too bothered about it.
Oh, that's super interesting.
Because it's like there's 6 feet under, there's grass here. It's meant for people to visit. And
I guess I'm Karen. Ugh.
No, I don't think so. I think that you just feel differently than I do. Like
Yeah, I feel
emotionally.
like Karen.
No,
Don't be running around my grandma's grave, bitches.
But I was thinking, like, is this like a cemetery from like the Civil War? Like
Great question.
you know what I mean? Like, is this
Makes
an
a
old
huge
cemetery?
difference.
Like, who really cares? You know, the ones that have the signs that say, "Do you have family buried here?" You know which one I'm talking about. There's one here in our town that has that, and they haven't done anything about it. It's behind a church.
What?
Yeah.
It literally says,
Do you have family buried here? And it's
Oh,
got like names and stuff on it
oh.
on the way to the hospital.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
And it's like old-timey, like post-Civil War, but like before like World War One.
So did this person specify, because remember in the beginning they said, our town has a cemetery.
Our small township has a cemetery.
And that's all they say.
That's
It's not like a...
There's nothing more in detail about this other than we have a younger generation of township officials overseeing this.
I mean...
So this is an older, more traditional person that I get this.
Well, that's why I'm feeling a little bit torn, because initially I was like, no, like, just shut up. Like, let them do their thing. But
Right.
then I was like, oh, if my grandmother's buried there, I don't want people just running around like, oh my God, I found a dead rose. No pun intended. Like, what kind of
Poor Rose
stuff do you find? What kind of things do you find at a cemetery? You know what I mean?
Go, Jack.
Right. So I guess for me, this is one of the questions that we kind of dissect and want to know
more information about. I don't think it's wrong or rude. I don't think it's wrong or rude to object. I think that if you have an opinion and you have a forum to give that opinion, then you should, if you feel strongly about it.
Yeah. I just would really like to know the details.
I would too. I don't think there's enough information.
So my answer is, if this is like a not personal, but like a, you know, like people's actuals, like we use this cemetery,
right. Like it's active and...
Yeah, like...
They're...
Do we refer to cemeteries as active?
That's a really good one. Active Cemeteries is the name of this episode. I never... That's an oxymoron right there. How
right.
Ironic. Where's Alanis Morissette when you need her?
Right. But you did make up a good point. If this is just like a super...
Inactive?
Yes.
Like, it's so dead here.
Like, literally nothing happens here. It's so dead. Like, I still, you know, I still agree with the concept that, like, you know, this is a place for respect and, you know, people resting and people's family members and that sort of thing.
Yeah,
but,
I can see that. Like, I wouldn't feel that way, but I wouldn't argue that. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't go against it.
It's so interesting that you, like...
Yeah, actually, I find it interesting, too. It might be the wine. Goddamn Bordeaux.
Are you on, like, any new meds or something?
No, but if I should be, send me an
right.
email at you've been illadvisedthepodcast@gmail.com.
I'm cracking up.
Because I probably won't disagree with you.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, Biff.
Thank you. I'm not a comedian, but I can pretend to be one.
You are. That's why we started this podcast, because our whole entire friendship,
we've
heard, you guys should be famous. You guys should have your own TV show. You guys should have your own YouTube.
I know. And we have, like...
Never did we hear, you guys should have your own podcast.
No. So we fucking rebelled.
Why don't we just cheers?
Just fucking yes. Fucking worth it. Guys, we leave the sections where we drink the wine so that we can prove that we're drinking the wine.
In case you need proof.
That's right. There's no body or blood of Christ here. There's just wine. Yeah.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Leave it alone. Your mother will be so upset with you.
Also, we're talking about graveyards, cemeteries.
They're inactive. It's dead. I'm going to go to Miss Manners' response.
Yes, yeah. Agreed.
Dear Miss Manners. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong one. Just kidding.
Yeah, bye, Miss Manners.
Yeah. Gentle reader. I guess that's the generic.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was the first lady.
Yeah.
That was
gentle
the first
reader.
Karen.
But gentle reader is the general greeting here. It's across the board.
Oh, it's not just for this specific.
No, gentle reader is everyone.
Okay.
Well, I actually was kind of upset that the other one didn't have like an authentic sign off.
Like Karen at the coffee shop.
Yeah, coffee shop Karen or
yeah.
You know, like don't fucking talk with 3 exclamation points. But I guess that's just the thing. So gentle reader. This is one more bit of evidence that as Miss Manners has always suspected, everyone nowadays wants to be in show business. I'm really interested to see where this goes.
Yep.
Okay. Hold on. Let's guess. This is facetious. It has to be, because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. This is going to totally hit with the coffee shop.
She wants to stand in the middle of town council and be like, I'm the shit. I am Queen Bee. She's like that. I'm going back to another CW TV show, Riverdale. What's the cheerleader?
I love her.
The redhead.
Oh, I don't love her. The rich girl.
The rich girl. Well, they're all half of them are rich girls.
Well, yeah.
Cheryl.
She's like, I don't.
Cheryl.
Know. I literally don't.
Is
know.
it like Maple Syrup Dynasty? I want to say Cheryl. Yeah, literally.
Maple Syrup Dynasty?
Yeah, they have like.
I watched that show and I have no clue.
Yeah, okay, so that's bad. So I think you need to lay off whatever the fuck you're drinking while you're watching, because it's like a big part of the plot.
But maple syrup.
Her family has money and they're, known in town because of the maple syrup that they have in town. They tap all the trees.
Wicked funny. Because I knew that like they were a big thing, but I didn't know it was specifically
the one whose brother died, right?
Yeah, something weird. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a big deal.
Yeah. I didn't.
So to me, it's like, that's where I'm going. Like, I want to be heard.
Yeah.
And so let me bring my.
I is impotent.
I is impotent. Fucking shit. God damn it, Cheryl. We got Karens and Cheryls. We're fucking covered tonight.
Yeah, Sharon's.
Okay. Following the show business comment. Should I just read it again?
Yeah.
Okay. This is one more bit of evidence that, as Miss Manners has always suspected, everyone nowadays wants to be in show business. It seems far more likely that the planners were thinking, what a wonderful set the cemetery would make for our festival, rather than, let's all have a romp on Grandma's grave. Piff, you fucking nailed it. You fucking nailed it. That's the fucking greatest. I'm fucking dead. You just fucking cheers me right now. Oh my God. That's fucking great. A romp on Grandma's grave. You might explain to the would-be producers that while you see the charm of their proposal, they need to avoid the bad feeling that would result were a living relative of one of the deceased to complain that the scavenger hunt would be a desecration. Suggest they send a letter to all possible survivors explaining why the contemplated festivities would not constitute disrespect. Your officials may find it easier to change the venue. I just need to point out the obvious, is that Miss Manners does not take any of this shit seriously.
I was going to say, is that
at least,
sarcasm or is that real?
Miss Manners is like, I got a Karen and a Cheryl on my plate.
I got a Sharon.
Yep. I got a Sharon. Yes. I don't know. I was kind of trying to come up with something witty for that, but I fell out of my mouth and my head. When you said words. Sharon, I say words.
They just come out.
I just say them.
Yeah.
Do you disagree with any of that?
Honestly, I don't remember half of it.
Oh.
Because I don't know if she was,
I think she was being facetious. It's funny. Suggest they send a letter to all possible survivors. That's the best thing ever. Explaining why they contemplated festivities would not constitute disrespect. The contemplated. Or you might explain This is actually the best response to this ever. And I don't know why we didn't just pen it out. We should just start writing our own. You might explain to the would-be producers that while you see the charm of their proposal, they need to avoid the bad feeling that would result were a living relative of one of their deceased to complain the scavenger hunt would be a desecration. Would, what is it? Would result were a living relative of one of the deceased. Like that right there is something I would write.
That is funny.
And I'm obsessed I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
Or upset.
Both.
That I didn't.
Why you so obsessed with me? But I wanna know.
Why you just sexing me?
I was thinking of a graveyard lyric.
When you're 6 feet
below.
under. Oh, nice.
Hello.
Oh, this teamwork. It's
So
never
it's funny because
end.
this just made me think of my dad. Like, my dad would be livid if our town did a scavenger hunt in a cemetery, even if it wasn't one that like his mom or someone was buried at, just in general.
Just in general.
Yeah. That's wicked funny. That
It's so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're over here like, fuck it.
Well, I'm over here being like, where is
Big Bertha?
What year? Yeah. Bertha's big.
That's a whole lot of scavenging.
Oh my God.
Big Bertha's grave.
Every square mile.
And it's right next to my grandma. So
That's right. I fucking loved that grandma part.
But then I'm over here like, if you fucking come near my grandma's grave, I'll kill you and bury you next to my grandma in between Big Bertha. And then my dad would be like, don't you motherfuckers step foot in this graveyard, period.
Right. He'd have the shotgun ready.
Yeah.
To accidentally fire.
Yeah. And his
Air
dog,
quotes.
too.
And his pretty dog,
His
too.
super friendly dog. That will bite your hand off if you come too close.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So we're in agreement?
No. I mean, we're like all over the place.
But I mean, Miss Manners' facetious response is like, you deserve that response.
Yeah, but like...
Oh, no. Okay, I see. No.
Right. Like you...
I'm understanding now.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes me a minute.
Like you're in agreement with Miss Manners.
Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, like just fucking who cares?
Right.
And then I'm like, if it's like a super old, like a inactive.
If it's super dead, then like go for it. But if it's fucking hopping.
Right. If it's active, it's actively active.
Actively active.
Then like, no. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I just would like to know, like, because she
Yeah, we need more information.
the scavenger hunt, right?
Yeah.
Like it's quoted. So maybe it's like not even that serious.
No, maybe it's like
they're going into literally like.
So like, how do you feel about like schools that, I feel like this doesn't happen anymore. I used to see this in a lot of movies that like do studies on graves. So they would actually go with a piece of paper and like, you know how you can shade with the side of a crayon or a pencil to kind of get like, the markings of the stone.
Yeah.
Like, how do you feel about that?
I think I wouldn't have a problem with it.
It's not so much of a commotion
it's not
as
like, it's not like we're just running around like scavengers.
Yeah. I think I could be okay with it. And then I'd be like, that's my grandma. There's 5 million other ones around here. Why that one?
How funny, because I would be like, yeah, that's my grandma. Do that one.
Well, mine was like, if I did have a problem with it.
You can run around rampant on my grandma's grave, but don't color this fucking paper.
No, that one's from 1863, you motherfucker.
And I was like, yeah, go ahead, color that headstone. Just don't walk on the grave.
I'm sorry, does that say Ethel? No, not that one.
How'd you know my grandma's name is Ethel?
Am I being serious right now?
My grandma's literally Ethel.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Fred, Lucy, Ethel, Fred. Yeah, Fred, Lucy, Ethel, now we need a Ricky. I don't have one in my family.
Oh,
Ricky. Shit.
Did you just cursed my father? That was good. No, we're not cheersing to this.
We're cheersing to how good this was, not to cursing your family. It was the pounding.
I'm telling Richard. Ricky. I hope you spit that out of your nose.
You're an asshole. Okay.
I'm a whole ass.
We got yes, you is. We got that one out of our system. We good there?
Yeah.
All right, because I have no feelings left on that one.
You had no feelings to begin with, Mr.
That's true.
Sure, you can go to
Sure. Did you bring your tap dancing shoes?
Right. You better not trace this gravestone, though. That's what you better not do. Here's a shovel, though.
Art class is for shading. This is for mourning.
This is for running around like scavenger.
This is for Easter.
This is to hide your eggs. If you bury them, it's even funner.
It's even funner. Go 5'11".
Right.
Oh, man.
If you hit wood, stop.
What about metal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are caskets metal?
Yes. Yes, they can have metal caskets. The idea is that the bugs won't go through the wood or through the metal to eat.
What's the common casket?
I think wood because it's more affordable.
Okay.
To be honest.
So there's just something about like, here, Dad, when you die, I'm going to put you in this tin can.
I want mine to be stainless steel. That's right.
Should I engrave the Kitchen Maid emblem on it?
The Manor Maid?
No.
The Kitchen Maid?
Don't you have all your appliances? Aren't they all?
Oh, Kitchen Aid.
Kitchen Aid. Yep.
That's that M-I.
Kitchen
Yes,
Maid,
go ahead.
Kitchen Aid.
Why not? Put an attachment thing on it so that I can make pasta while I'm down there.
Okay, we're going to do this weekly because if I have to come dig up pasta.
No. I'm making it for
I'd like it to
myself in
be-
the afterlife. You're on your own, bro.
Then you're on your own.
Shit.
Attach your own stuff.
Dance on her grave.
Color on his.
Oh, shit. Okay. Here's another one. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
This one's short. Dear Miss Manners, I've noticed that some of my friends tip as much as 50%. In parentheses.
Here we go, Karen.
Too. Another one. This is literally. I think there's a trend here on the Miss Manners. Like, let me pick all the petty ones
That's
so
why
I
she's
can be
Miss
a fucking
Manners, because I'm gonna politely tell you to fuck off.
Fuck off. I've noticed that some of my friends
it.
tip as much as 50% on tax too. Even new tipping apps have calculation options up to 50%. I thought that if the service was outstanding, 20% not on tax was more than generous. Am I behind the times or just a cheapskate?
You're a fucking cheap Karen.
Yeah. A cheap scarin'.
God, a Sharon.
That just sounds gross.
Really?
Yeah.
A Sharon?
Yeah. I don't know why.
You're super interesting today, Beth.
I don't know. My emotions are all over the place.
Sharon. You just gagged over Sharon.
I did. Oh, why? Oh, because I'm...
Because what are you thinking of?
Chode. I can't gag on Sharon when it's a chode.
You can't gag on a toad either.
That's the point, you asshat.
I have tears in my eyes. They're coming down.
I don't know why. It just grossed me out.
Sharon was a female chode.
There is no discrimination on penis size in this podcast.
0. I love a chode.
Yeah. All the chodes.
No, not I mean, not like at the same time or anything. Ladies, you're with me. We like some girth, okay?
Amen.
Let's not pretend here.
That's right. We'd like to hear from you. You've been illadvised@gmail.com.
Are we done? You've been ill-advised.
Or
period.
anaconda.
Don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
Yeah. That it?
Yeah.
While we dance here, no one can see us.
I wish they could,
Because you're doing walk like an Egyptian and I'm over here wiggling my ass like I have one.
You look like an anaconda trying to swim. I was feeling more.
No arms.
Right, no arms. Just
genie in a bottle.
Trying to swim.
Or chode on full throttle. You're doing great.
Just as good as you, Biff.
Amen, girl.
Cheers.
Cheers. This is the most fucking clinking we've done.
I was just going to say that.
My fucking cheeks hurt.
Which ones? Anaconda.
Double face ones, because the butt ones don't exist.
You were just wiggling them like they did, though.
That was my spine. Move your body like a snake, Mom. Okay.
I forget the question.
Cheapskate tip.
Oh, fuck off.
I was about to read it. You just reminded me
Sharon.
we didn't fucking give our own response.
Fuck off, Sharon.
Just fuck off, Sharon.
Sharon.
Karen, Cheryl, and Sharon.
Sharon.
Sharon? No, Sharon with a CH. Like Sherry.
What was her name?
She didn't have one.
Carol, Sharon, and...
Karen, Sharon. Karen.
Carol.
What was the second one?
Karen, Carol, and Sharon.
No, Karen.
Cheryl.
Damn it.
Cheryl.
Cheryl, not Sharon.
No, Sharon was the Karen and the Cheryl.
Right.
So, yes, Sharon. And
Right.
whoever this bitch is.
This is Sharon.
Oh.
Number 3.
Who was...
Karen, Cheryl, Sharon.
Okay. So, she's just all of them mixed.
Yeah, she's a Sharon.
So, you can't talk in a coffee shop. You can't do anything at a fucking cemetery.
And
And
who the
you're
fuck
gonna tip
cares
like
what
an
your
asshole.
server's doing? Right.
And you're going to tip like an asshole.
Yeah, no,
so
they're a
you're
dick.
a Sharon.
You're a Sharon.
Sorry to our Sharon listeners.
Yes.
Message us if you...
If you're a Sharon with a CH, you've been ill-advised at gmail.com.
over 20%. And people are allowed to talk in a coffee shop.
I'm fucking kidding.
Listen, I have a super huge bias with this one because I was a waitress for years.
And I have a super huge bias with this one because my best friend was a waitress for years.
Thank you.
Well, not just that, too. Like, can you not be a considerate asshole? These people make like $2 an hour.
Literally $2
Literally, this isn't
an
an
hour.
exaggeration. Like,
When
that's
I
what
worked
they make.
The place I worked at when I lived with you, my hourly
It was like
wage was
$2.75 or something?
$2.17.
Yeah.
$2.17.
Insane.
Yep.
But that's because they account for the tips that you may or may not get.
Right. May or may
And
not.
And if you don't get them in cash, they're taxed up the asshole.
Yep.
And then what's the point?
Yep. And we're supposed to claim our cash tips also. So it just, yeah. Tip your fucking waitresses, whether she sucks or she doesn't suck.
You know what? 20% is the new standard, right?
So it's like
15 used to be the norm, and now 20% is the standard.
20% is like minimum.
But if you can afford 50% and you had great service, then why not?
Okay, so somebody really brilliant once told me...
Was it me?
If you can't afford to tip, you can't afford to fucking go out.
Amen.
Okay, so if you're going to go shopping for clothes, you're going to have taxes.
Right. No, actually, clothes in Massachusetts are not taxed.
Okay. What's taxed? Groceries?
Everything else, yes.
Okay. So if you can go grocery shopping.
What sense does that make? Food, sustenance, clothing, clothes. Like, I'd rather wave my dick around than be hungry.
Right.
What sense does that make, Marka? Massachusetts.
Massachusetts doesn't make sense.
No, that's true.
Period.
That's true. Taxachusetts.
But literally, if you can't throw an extra $20 on your fucking dinner,
then
you shouldn't be going to pay for dinner.
Yeah.
Go to the grocery store.
I agree.
Tip shouldn't be like oh damn,
it's not
I
optional.
forgot about the tip.
It's not optional. 20% is your standard for okay service.
Right. If you have a $20 bill in your pocket and that's all you're willing to spend, don't fucking go to dinner.
Yeah, I agree. I
don't honestly remember who said that to me, but I remember I heard it one time and I was like, it's fucking true.
It's true.
It's so true. The tip shouldn't be like I was only planning on spending $40. So
well, even on delivery, we just got food for us to eat after our podcast, and I put 20% down because it's delivery. Everyone's like, "Oh no, $2 for delivery, $5 for delivery."
Yeah,
I give him 20% because he's delivering it. But like, if I knew who it was and those gray sweatpants showed a lot more than they did, then maybe it would have been a little bit more.
Maybe it was a chode.
Maybe
it wasn't.
Maybe, but I would have been able to tell
if my shoulder wasn't in the way.
Well, how far his pants came away at the pleat. There's no pleat, but you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
The culture.
Anyways, don't fucking go out to eat if you can't tip.
Yeah, that's it. Just the tip.
Amen. Throw an extra for the whole thing.
Amen. Okay? Yes.
So I agree with you though that like 20% is like
The standard. It's baseline.
Literally. So if you didn't love your waitress, you don't feel that she was timely or whatever, you didn't love her. You weren't
Then you give her
thrilled.
20%.
Right.
If she was fantastic and over the
If
moon,
you're a Karen,
gauge
give
from
her
there.
20%.
Right.
If you're anybody fucking else in the world, fucking tip her because she's probably got kids to feed and she doesn't want to be dealing with you and your side of ranch every time she goes to the fucking table.
This has been Stephanie Corner.
You've been ill-advised. I should open my own restaurant.
You really should. Don't cook.
No,
Actually, cook.
No, I won't cook. I'm going to be
so
waitressing in my own fucking restaurant. Motherfucker!
I make $2.17 an hour.
You gonna tip me or you ain't eating
You
this.
gonna tip this bitch.
Yes, this bitch.
This bitch. Oh my god. Okay, you ready for the response on this one?
Yes.
We seem to be on the same fucking page,
Yes.
although you're more passionate about this than I am.
Avi.
Yeah, Avi. Gentle reader, your friends are very generous to people whom are woefully underpaid. And as employers knowingly underpay them, expecting the customers to make up the difference, everyone in the industry has an interest in raising the rates. Miss Manners would have thought that using percentages to calculate tips would ensure increases with the cost of living. However, as you know, the usual rate has crept up to 20%, with something more or less depending on type of establishment. She has no wish to discourage additional large, I don't know this word.
Try it.
I'm sorry, largesse, largesse, largeness.
God damn it.
LARGESSE. Damn, all my schooling. I feel like this is so elementary.
LARG.
LARGESSE. Largesse.
No fucking clue because I'm
Great.
still on Sovereign.
We're going to Google that. She has no wish to discourage additional largesse, but that is dictated by the heart and the wallet, not by the etiquette.
Huh?
So essentially, it's not by how the service is, but by how you
Common
feel.
sense.
Like, yeah.
Like this bitch is making $2.
It's dictated by the heart and the wallet. Like, if you can afford it, you went out to eat.
If you can afford
a bigger tip.
Really good tip. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Who is this person?
Miss Manners.
Is that the website?
There's actually a website. So I said the website was the Chicago Tribune, but we've reached the bottom of the page.
Right.
And it says, to send a question to Miss Manners' team of Judith Martin, Nicholas Ivor Martin, and Jacobina Martin. That was nice. Surround sound, bro. Largesse. And Jacobina Martin. Go to missmanners.com and write them, care of Universal UClick, 1130 Walnut Street, Kansas City, Minnesota. No, Santa. What's MO? Montana. I think. Montana. I don't know. Whatever MO is, just send me.
Missmanners.com.
You've been illadvised@gmail.com. MO. What state is that?
Also, tell us what all these words mean.
Yes.
We don't fucking know.
64106.
Are you still going?
Yes, well, I wanted to give justice to our advice columnists. They deserve it.
True that, especially this one. I really liked
this.
Responses.
We're adding to our catalog of advice columnists here. We have Amy, Kiki. Now we have Miss Manners.
Miss Manners we like.
We have the Captain.
Captain Awkward.
Who
was the bear?
Yes.
S-Bear? SG Bear?
SG Bear, something like that.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. And then
S-Beer Bergam.
Oh, that's it. And we have other people in there.
Yeah, our go-tos though have been.
And Prudy, we can't forget Prudy. Although last week or 2 weeks ago, I don't know, whatever time our last episode aired, we weren't in too much of agreement with Prudy, were we? Yes, it was Prudy, because we were down with Kiki, and we found it weird that we weren't usually down with Kiki the time before.
Right.
Fascinating.
Which one's the one that's always the same lady?
Abby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Abigail Van Buren.
Abby.
It's so
She's brilliant,
wonderful.
Bitch. They're brilliant bitches.
Well, that's why. Well, so I think it's the daughter. The mother was the original Abby. Now it's the daughter.
That's why I said they're brilliant bitches.
Okay. Yeah, I think the mother passed. That's why I was.
Well, let's hope nobody's doing scavenger hunts there.
True story.
Because dear Abby will fucking find you.
Will cut a bitch.
I hope she will.
She will eviscerate them with her linguistics.
Yeah.
With her
like words we don't know.
That's right.
Like
largesse.
Yeah.
Larges.
Watch it be like something so... Are you Googling it right now?
I'm so fucking Googling it right now.
Can you do the pronunciation thing?
Largesse.
Largesse.
Cool.
Oh, that came in surround sound. I don't know if you guys heard that. Probably
that
not.
Scared the shit out of me.
Largesse. Generosity in bestowing money or gifts upon other.
Okay.
Very appropriate.
And look up sovereign, please, because I'm going to be thinking of that until tomorrow.
Sovereign or sojourn?
Sojourn.
Sojourn?
Yeah, because I've never heard of that. So my brain just keeps going to sovereign.
Sojourn is a temporary stay. I forgot the context though, so.
Same.
We'll go back to that afterwards. Or stay somewhere. Oh, is this that's the cemetery?
Coffee shop.
Oh, the coffee. Oh, that makes it even better.
I think coffee shop. I feel like that was early on.
It's a temporary
because I just kept... Yeah, coffee shop makes sense.
I don't know. We're doing great tonight, though.
We fucking do great every week.
Every week. What do you guys think? Tell us.
Or don't.
Or don't.
Or just send us your wine.
Or just send us your wine.
Or your...
Please send us your wine or your favorite mixed drink, beverage, etc.
Yeah, but also send us your thoughts on these questions.
Yeah.
Are we way off? Are you with us?
I know I said I was going to post it last
Sharon's
week.
Or are you Biff's?
Are you Sharon's? That's a great one. Are you Sharon's or are you Biff's?
We would like to know.
Yes. I'm going to be posting that question. I think it's from episode 6, and I didn't post it when I said I was going to, but I really want to know what people think about that sex worker question that we had a couple weeks ago, because to me, that's like...
That was
just so fucking fascinating to me. I don't understand the innate need to go forward like that.
Prostituting one.
Right.
And I know that that's politically incorrect currently, but at the time it was...
Right. Whoever wrote it.
Right. It was the prostituting, because I kept thinking of stripper.
Right. And if you don't know what we're talking about, maybe you need to listen to that episode.
Yeah, hi.
Episode 6.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yes.
Nailed it.
You always do.
Oh my God. Guys, this has been an interesting
life.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Like, who am I to argue?
Yeah, this was a whole bunch of Karens.
Yeah, a whole bunch of Karens.
Literally, every question was a whole bunch of Karens.
It really was. Biff, do you have any updates or anything you want to share? Anything good happened to you this week? Anything bad happened to you this week?
So I've been super like... Also, I probably should mention that I haven't had a therapy appointment in a couple weeks. Not for any specific reason, just kind of like timing and life events, and like didn't work out. And then actually Lucy went away.
Right.
How dare she
Asshole.
go on vacation
no,
or
you're not
whatever.
An asshole. You're one of my favorite people just because my Biff loves you. Asshole.
Yeah, so just life in general, I haven't, but I have felt the difference. I've been really waiting for Lucy to come back from wherever she thinks that she's allowed to venture off to.
You better be somewhere tropical. Do you hear me?
Trampling cemeteries.
Trampoline? Oh, trampolines. I was like, a trampoline park? Oh my God.
But I have noticed, obviously, the difference in not having therapy.
Yeah, that outlet, that egress.
But it's just, it literally is like equivalent. Like today, before we started recording, I had a little bit
where we have our best conversations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
Every time. Like,
every fucking time.
Grab the microphone. Fuck.
We're just going to put tape on our mouth
no
until
shit.
we can get these things
we
set
really
up.
Should.
But I did notice still, I think it was the first episode actually that like I talked about kind of coming out of a personal attachment
Yeah, yeah,
type
yeah.
of
I don't know if it was the
situation
first
that
one,
was
but yeah,
like,
I
yeah,
agree
it
with
was
you.
cl- it
I
was
remember you
yeah,
saying that.
the so just that's in itself been a journey for me, like physically still being involved and like I don't know if physically is all right, but like technically still being involved without
Like removing that
emotionally.
emotional
Yes.
attachment
Yes.
or
Yes.
separating it from
Yeah,
the physical. Does
separating
that make
it.
sense?
Well, that's why I said physically involved, but like
So my
being
face
able
is a
to
giant
come out
question mark then
of
because I can't answer your question.
your face is always a
I
giant
wonton
question.
ask
A
you ask your
beautiful one.
question.
Yes, I wonton. Wontons also.
All the wontons.
But yeah, so like that's still, still a journey for me where it's like once in a while you'll still feel the little bit of an emotional pull, I guess, where it's
Yeah.
like you're still a little bit emotionally there, but not as much. And like
It's like
then it
less of
like
an investment.
shifts. Yes, and then it shifts to more just like the
Superficial.
the I guess like the I don't think that's the word I'm looking for, but I think you're right.
Like I'm treading the line there.
Yes,
Yeah.
like it's this is what I have to deal with or do or be around, whatever. But like I'm
Using your
not.
resources.
No.
That's why I'm
No.
laughing.
Anyways, long story short, I had this super emotional situation I felt trapped in that I emotionally evolved out of. And now I'm finally also to the point where it's like I'm also not only emotionally disengaged from it, but I'm also like,
Not invested.
yeah, I guess
It's definitely not
it's
an
still,
investment anymore.
yeah, it's still not the right word. My brain's
I'm
like not
just
giving
full
me
of,
the
if you guys know what the correct word is, I just keep fucking appealing to the audience.
Facebook me
Facebook Stephanie
or Instagram Ray
or Instagram me.
because I don't
Or send us
Instagram.
both a message at you've been ill-advised at gmail.com.
Ah, love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just I'm not wording this properly because of life, but
Yeah. Amen.
emotionally, but also now kind of like literally kind of away from this situation.
Hmm.
If it's making sense,
It
because
makes sense to me. I don't know about
right,
them.
right.
Like they're just like bystanders. Like we're in a room, just the two of us having a
For
conversation.
20 years.
They just want to eavesdrop.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
mind your fucking business.
No, we are your business. That's why we're
right.
here recording live.
That's why we call you Biffs.
Ta.
Ciao.
So yeah, anyways, that's been my, even outside of therapy, it's kind of been like this is where I was at emotionally, and then I removed myself from that. So that's kind of where I was at physically or mentally.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also removing myself from that as well. So now this is just kind of like a technical type of thing.
It just sounds like a constant state of growth.
Yeah, even without therapy. So I'm a little bit proud of myself.
You
for
should
that.
be. I'm proud of you. Like
Thank
it's
you.
huge.
Thank you.
That's big. You know,
Yeah,
you're
it
actually
feels.
acknowledging your like not acknowledging or verifying, but you're yeah, acknowledging your worth. You're
This is just
quantifying
like
it.
what
You're
I
like,
don't want, or like this doesn't work for me no more, or I'm wanting more or different.
and
And
that's
so
so
like
huge
now
for
I'm,
anyone. Like it's huge for you
yeah,
too, but like it's just huge for anyone. If you can acknowledge the things that you're worth, the things that you like and don't like, you're miles ahead of the other people who
yeah.
are just giving in to what might be societally right
Or they just don't know what they want, so they're just kind of like, oh,
going
fuck
with the
it.
flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what
Or
I did for a
going
while
with like
is
what they
like,
think they want.
yeah,
That's a big one,
yeah, that is a
especially
big
for the
one.
two of us.
Yeah. Because I do, yeah, that was a great point where like just kind of going where the flow is like where just, I don't know if I felt stuck or like whatever it was, but like even when I was trying to remove myself emotionally, it was still like just kind of going through the motions. Even though like I emotionally was less invested, it still for a chunk of time was like no, like just this what it is what it is. But now it's like, no, it's not is what it is because this is what I want. Like I want different.
I think people that know you know that that's like a big step for you and then know that's growth. And to you guys listening, it might just sound like a story or an anecdote or something to help you.
Yeah, because I
you know
can't
what I mean?
get into
You can't get specific.
Yeah.
And we try to share with you guys as much as we can, but there are some instances where we just can't go into depth or go in depth. Whichever, I don't care. Who cares? I drank wine and 2 Trulies before this, and I'm lightweight now.
And I say words.
And they come out of Stephanie's vagina.
Oh. Speaking of growth.
I can't.
Largesse.
Largesse. That's good, though. Like, you're making an effort.
My awareness.
Your awareness. You're like...
It's opening.
It's great.
Vagina,
I really don't have... No, not your vagina.
Just my awareness.
No, you wish your vagina.
For some chodes.
That's it. More than one.
But not at the same time.
It's like more than one ink cartridge inside the printer.
Sex worker.
I don't know why that just came into my head, but it worked.
Anyways, how about you, Beth?
I've had a very rough week.
Okay.
Yeah. And without getting into specifics, because I'm not ready to be very specific, although you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to make sense of a lot of emotional turmoil that's been going on as a result of this week. I don't know why I had such a hard time coming up with the word result, but there it is. And I have some decisions I have to live with, but also have to look really deep inside. It's a very emotionally conflicting time for me right now. I've said before, and I stand by it, that I'm very proud with who I am as a person, but that doesn't mean that I know where I am in my life. And that's where I am right now. Like, I'm lost in the motions, and I'm lost in what my next step should be. And I'm even questioning all of the decisions I've made. And I think I'm at the point where I just want to be like, time will tell. I heard that.
You were being serious.
Which means they heard that.
I was trying to not.
Yes, no, that was the perfect break from like, hey.
I just didn't want to be like, burp.
No, it totally kept me from being emotional, so thank you. That's where I am. That's it. That's all
tough.
I feel
tough
like giving right now. Although
it's tough for anyone.
Being comfortable with who I am as a person,
trusting
is
yourself,
huge. Yeah. Well,
being
I'm not there
with
yet.
yourself, but trusting yourself.
I'm not there yet. I'm getting there. The only reason I'm saying that is because I'm kind of questioning my recent decisions, as if maybe they weren't the right decisions, or
second guessing yourself.
Absolutely.
Do you think that's coming from anxiety? Do you think it's coming from something else?
No, it doesn't feel like anxiety. It feels like I don't feel like I'm being questioned by anyone but myself, which is
anxiety.
No, it's not an anxious feeling. I can't explain it. Like, my emotional response to this situation that I'm in right now isn't, am I pleasing other people? Or am I displeasing other people?
So
which is like,
me, that's huge. That's your anxiety.
For me, that's huge. My anxiety is, am I pleasing other people, or am I making them unhappy? Right.
Okay, so you don't feel anxious about other...
No, I'm just...
questioning things in general makes me, from personal experience with anxiety and stuff, that kind of jumped out to me. It's just the questioning in general.
That makes sense. And normally I would probably be in your same boat, because part of my questioning is the other people around me or who my decisions affect. Mm-hmm.
But just constantly questioning everything in general. Overthinking is anxiety.
Yeah, no, it's not that. And you know me, I overthink to an extreme. Like, I'm so overly critical, and I analyze everything. Like, I'm a true October Libra.
August Libra.
August Libra. October Libra. But like this isn't me. It's more emotionally tethered. I really don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah, no,
other than I'm very conflicted, and it's a very conflicting time for me emotionally.
I was going to say
too.
in general.
Right.
In general, it feels like it's.
And recent decisions have come to light, and I'm just sad.
Just
making
you question a lot of things.
Yeah, and having this outlet with you and I, having this podcast, I know I've said it. I know people are rolling their eyes like, all right, enough already, we get it. But fuck you.
And the podcast.
Fuck you. This is something for me to look forward to. I don't care if we really have 2 listeners. I'm
with you.
I needed this.
It's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
It's something new. It's something different. It's
not just that. It's time with you and talking about.
That is.
It's like there's a distraction there, but we're also speaking psychologically. There's like, and we're not professionals by any means, but we have our experiences to guide us, and we guide each other based on our own experiences. So that's huge.
Huge. Yeah, no, it really is.
It makes a difference.
Like I even said to you today that like, wow, I had zero clue that I had stuff to like get out, like venting.
Yeah. And it just
wasn't clue. Yeah, it literally just happened, and I was
happens.
like, after I noticed, like, oh wow, I'm feeling a little bit lighter. Like, no fucking clue that the stuff that I just spewed out to you was like something that like was.
It was festering.
Yeah, I guess.
Boiling
just
under the surface.
Needed to get out. Yeah, and it wasn't even stuff that was super like personal. Like, this is what I'm going through. It just was stuff that was like,
yeah.
And then I was like, okay, wow, I need to get that out, I guess, because I feel better now.
With me, it was like, you know how I am about my fitness and my personal health.
Fitness pizza in your mouth.
I want to fit pizza in my face right now, guys.
We're about to.
I need you guys to go to bed.
You've been ill-advised.
Go to bed.
Okay, good chat.
But like I wanted all week long to come here and drink. And I know I can always come here. I always want to come here. But I'm like, don't drink. You have goals and you have this, you have that. Like, try to keep on track. And like, I just wanted to have a drink to kind of take the edge off. And like, so all week long I went like, I wonder if this rubbing alcohol will do. No, I never thought that. But I want, like, I have plenty of wine at the house. A whole trove.
Always.
Like, I could have
you literally bought a box. Right. I think the last time we had
I could have just cracked a fucking bottle, but I didn't, because I'm like, don't distract from your goals. Keep on track, because that's what's keeping you sane. And then when you're with Biff, let it all out. Have a drink, enjoy your life, and eat pizza. And not the chicken and shrimp carbonara you wanted to make. I know, I'm sorry.
Next time at mannermade.com.
Thank you guys so much for listening to our ramblings. We're so fucking good at it. Miss Manners, thank you so much for writing what we think.
Yeah, she's our spirit animal.
There's more than one, remember?
Thank you.
They're our spirit animals.
Yes.
But if you feel like converging into one, please.
Yeah.
Do it.
Don't become a Sharon, though.
Don't become a Sharon. That's right.
Karen, Cheryl.
That's actually the perfect sign off. Thank you so much for listening. Don't become a Sharon.
You've been ill-advised.